Being a rookie starter on the Celtics, I would imagine, comes with enough pressure. So what it's like being a rookie in Boston.
Paul averaged 20.
Who's now being compared to this dude, Paul Pierce. The truth catches up with the Celtics star Jayson Tatum. Finds out.
The Celtics are the 2008 NBA champions.
What was winning the championship like at that moment right there?
Man, that was like everything for me because, you know, I'm a kid. I grew up in L.A. I grew up a Laker fan, like you.
Yeah.
I grew up a Laker fan. I was a Magic Johnson fan. And to get drafted by the Celtics and just learn the history of the Celtics and then to play against the Lakers and then beat them in the championship and then become part of, you know, the rivalry now. So this is like everything for me. Hopefully, you'll have a chance to put your writing on the wall.
One day.
You know, I know that you and your mother have a close relationship. What kind of sacrifices did she make for you to get to this point you are in your career?
You know, my mom was 19 when she had me. We grew up in St. Louis. You know, she had to work and raise me at the same time. And, you know, all while she was in college, and she got her master's at undergrad. She finished law school. You know, she put me in through private school. You know, I saw how hard she worked. You know, I kind of got my hard work, you know, from watching my mom.
From my understanding, your father was a basketball coach. Now, you played at a different high school that he coached at. Why did y'all make the decision not to play for your father?
After my freshman year, our rival school in our conference, their coach got fired, and my dad got the job. But in Missouri, if you transfer with a school within 25 miles, you got to sit out a year. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to take that chance to sit out because that school was like 8 minutes down the road. So then I decided to stay, and they were in the same conference, so we played each other twice a year, and it was a big deal every time we played.
Who won the battles, and what was the conversation like after those games?
So we played each other twice a year, sophomore, junior, senior, that's 6 games. And then my senior year, we played them to go to the state championship. Mm-hmm. So we played them 7 times. I went 6-1. So the only time, only time we lost was the first game. And I was 15, and then, you know, my dad, he had coached me my whole life. Every team I played on, he was a coach. Mm-hmm. So just to go out there, and I remember, I'd never forget, and I walked out the tunnel, and I saw my dad on the other sideline. It messed me up in the head, like my dad's trying to go against me, and I couldn't focus. I had a bad game. I just kept looking at him, and it was like he's trying to go against me, and I couldn't. It was tough, but then we lost, and then all that went out the window because he was talking trash, and I didn't like that.
I gotta ask this though. There's been drawn a lot of comparisons to me. You know, I watched you this summer. I see you got the step back, you got the post, you can put it on the ground. I mean, what you think about that? I was kind of flattered. I was like, you know, nobody really comparing anybody to me.
It started when I was younger because all I used to want to do was shoot fadeaways like Kobe because that was my favorite player. Mm-hmm. But my dad was always like, listen, he always put up your highlight tapes on YouTube. Like, listen, you need to watch the truth, Paul Pierce, because he was like, he athletic, but he like not the most athletic guy, but he still find a way to get his shot off every time. And he was like, that's what you are. He was like, y'all guys use your size and footwork. That's what, you know, sets, you know, players apart. Like, you can get our shot off any time.
Right.
And then I started watching you, and I was like, yeah, I see that.
All right, game on the line. You got the ball at the top. Give me something. What's going to be the go-to?
We clearing out the right side.
You're going to clear out the right.
And I got to get to my spot.
That's it. That's the game winner right there.
Paul, you're athletic. Jayson Tatum's
more
first...
athletic than people thought. You guys need to go to YouTube and put Paul Pierce dunks.
Look, this kid was very productive in the first 40 games in the league, shooting better than 50% from the floor, 47 from 3, posting 5 20-point games. He's had a little bit of a slow there since 2018, barely averaging 10 points a game. Hasn't scored more than 16 points in a game, but that's okay. It's going to be all right.